Cheers to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Through tarot and starlight will always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet, gentle tune.
Aquarius, hello, hello. Welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. So we are doing your weekly reading for April 28th through May 4th, all right? We're going to find out what's really going on here. What are you overthinking? What are you underthinking? And what your advice is, okay? So before we get started, we're going to talk about this. This is my book. It is called Say You Love and is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood SA and addiction. And I wrote this whole entire book using paper. I don't know, did that just switch? That was weird. Okay, so using paper and my phone, all right? I did a text-to-talk with my phone and some paper. And this book goes all the way through the things that happened to me when I was a child, to running away from home and being on s.y.l.sayyoulove. Like, I've lived 1,000 different lives in this one lifetime. And you can find this on Amazon for $12.12, or you can get a free copy on my website at crystal-lavender.com. And you could get a signed copy if you email me, all right? And all of that stuff will be in the description box. And my website will be scrolling down here. See, crystal-lavender.com is where you can go to get a free downloadable version. You can also sign up for my weekly newsletter or book a personal private reading. And there is a 10% off coupon for any one of the services that I offer, all right? So Aquarius, what do you got going on? What's really going on here? Grill Master in reverse. So, I don't know. Is there something burning? You got something burning on the grill back there? You know, usually you're on top of your game. Like everybody wants a piece of you. They all want part of your secret sauce here. Let me fix that. I don't know why I just did that. They all want your secret sauce, you know? But for some reason, it's like things just aren't coming out as well. Like things aren't working like they typically do. Like things that you've done a million times just seem to be not working right. It's like, you might be overcooking things. You might be undercooking things. Like your chicken's coming out burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. And I don't know. It's like everything, like you're pushing too hard. Like you might be working too hard to make something perfect, and sometimes the best thing to do is just step away from the flames. You know what I mean? Before we burn ourselves, before we burn our meals, before we burn it all to a crisp. It's like, we gotta back away from the grill. All right. It could also be that somebody's like grilling you. They just keep asking you a lot of questions. They want to know what you're doing, why you're doing, why you do it that way, and it's like, you're kind of getting irritated with that maybe, or maybe just somebody's hangry, they're like, they have a bad attitude, and it's like their attitude could be fixed by shoving some meat in their mouth or something. You're gonna be putting your meat in their mouth. All right. You got to put your meat in their mouth. Aquarius. That sounds really dirty, but hey, it's true. Sometimes you begin getting rid of the attitude for sure. It's like, oh, you got an attitude? Come here. You know what I mean? You get your ass over here. I'm gonna put my meat in your mouth. Take away that attitude. Yeah. I know. But let's see what you're overthinking. What is Aquarius overthinking? They could just be hangry, or you could be hangry. But it's about stepping away. Like take a step back. Sometimes if we're an artist, and we got that canvas, it's like the best thing to do sometimes is just to take a step back so that you can come back with a new, fresh perspective. So there's nothing wrong with moving forward. So you might be overthinking some sort of job opportunity or your finances in general. You might feel like you're not making enough, or that something's not coming through, or like, I don't know, because pages is usually like a message. Could be about kids. Maybe there's something that your child has to get done or needs, and it's like super expensive. So you might be overthinking it. It's like, now they got to get uniforms, and they got to get pictures, and they got to get this, and they got to get that. So you're like trying to figure out how you're gonna juggle all of that. and you're wanting to know, you could just be overthinking it. You're overthinking your finances in some way or another. I don't know if you're overthinking like what it is you got to do or overthinking how you're going to do it, but something about finances you're overthinking, or you could be overthinking some sort of job opportunity. Like maybe you were offered a position and you're like wondering if you should take it or not. Maybe you're wondering about your job in general, and you're underthinking the truth of the situation with the Ace of Swords underneath it. So there might be some hidden truth. Maybe if they haven't told you all that there is to know. Like there's something that is still a little bit hidden here, or that you've overlooked. There might be a piece of the information that you just didn't see, or that wasn't expressed to you correctly. Like it's like you find out at the very last minute, like, oh, and by the way, surprise, there could be some sort of surprise expense, with that Page of Pentacles being on the top up there. Yeah, because the Page of Pentacles is about being naive to something. So, but how are you overthinking being naive? You can't overthink being naive. It's like being naive is you don't even know. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like there is some sort of information that you haven't been given, or that you're not quite aware of yet. It's either wasn't given to you, wasn't brought up, or you just don't know. I mean, you could be naive about it, but there's definitely there's a missing piece of this puzzle here, as far as finances go, or what it is that you're going to have to pay out. So if you've got a kid or something that's like trying to talk you into going to some sort of art school or this or that, they might have left out an important part of the picture there. And I think it has something to do with finances, like what it is that it's going to cost, or what the overall cost of something, or what it is like you're going to have to, how you're going to participate, or like maybe it's like a quarterly thing where you got to pay every quarter. It's like you thought that maybe maybe you thought that it was like a one-time payment, and it turns out that it's like every 3 months you got to pay this money or something. But I feel like there is a missing piece of the information here. What is your advice? Your advice is Four of Wands. So just remain hopeful. Like that's success. All right. That is the 1111 card. That is it, like one way or another. If you don't know how you're going to figure it out, just know that it will get figured out. All right. One way or another, by the hair of your chinny chin chin, like you will make it happen. All right. Because that is a card of wish fulfillment. Whatever this situation is about, especially with that burnt meat underneath there, it will all work itself out. Like the universe, everything you need and then some will always be provided. Okay. Always. It does not fail. Okay, so remove yourself from this mental prison. Don't worry so much about it. I feel like you are making yourself sick worrying about how you're going to accomplish something, how you're going to pay for it, what you're going to do. Like, it's like, that you really want to, but I think you're overthinking it. You are extremely overthinking it. So remove yourself from this mind prison and just know that it's going to be all right, because everything you need and then some will always be provided for you, no matter what the situation might look like from the outside, no matter what information you find out that you weren't aware of. No matter how burnt on the outside the chicken is, you know what I mean? You could always start some new chicken. You know what I mean? Like there's always tomorrow. Today might be shot or whatever, but there's always tomorrow. Okay. So this won't last forever anyways, no matter what. And I just feel like you're overthinking the situation, and just have a little bit more faith that it'll be all right, because you'll figure it out. It will get figured out. All right. All right, you guys, I love you so very much. If you would like a personal private reading, please go to my website at crystal-lavender.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter and get a free copy of my book. All right. Love you. Okay, bye.